Now we're going to talk more specifically about negative beliefs. And what a negative belief is a belief that's ultimately not true. It does not represent who you are, and it is opposite to your life energy, your life frequency. This is why it doesn't feel good. It basically, if your mind was a computer, it would say does not compute because it is so different from who you are. These negative beliefs such as I'm not worthy or I'm unloved or other negative definitions of things that simply aren't true. Now, every belief you have, whether it's positive or negative, has this motivational mechanism within it. And that means that you are motivated to choose the belief. Whether it's positive or negative, you will always move into the direction which you define to be your best interest or your safest interest. Whatever works out best for you. And you can do that consciously or unconsciously. Now, the tricky thing with negative beliefs is, as with any belief, positive or negative, they perpetuate themselves. They want to hang in. They want you to choose them at every moment. So as it perpetuates itself and strengthens itself in your sense of reality, it will do its best to keep you away from it, keep you away from discovering what it is. It has a little bag of tricks it'll use to distract you. So when you sit down to go work on yourself or investigate this belief, you might notice an urge to walk away from your desk, to turn on the TV or Netflix, to go get something to eat. Sometimes the more fear you might feel as you go to discover that, you are actually getting that much closer to uncovering it and transcending it. And this is why it's important to discover what they are, not to just let them run your life, because you're choosing at every moment, you're choosing automatically what's in your best interest, and most likely that's also the safest interest for you if you look at what the alternative might be to not choosing that belief. Often, negative beliefs make it seem like they're the only choice, and they're the best and safest choice, and you continue to choose them. But once you dig down, and I'm not saying that it has to be very deep, because it's just a belief to believe that all these negative beliefs are so deep, I've had them for a long time. They're there, here and now and present. And once you uncover them, once you bring it towards the light, you will see that it doesn't make sense, that it truly can't make sense. It is not representative of who you are. However, you can then look and see how you've experienced that belief in your life and how it strengthened itself, how it made itself seem real to you. But as we said, all beliefs are not inherently real. They're just experienced as real. And once you see this, once you see how nonsensical it is and how it can't possibly be true, then you'll see you have other options and you won't have to choose it anymore. It is still there. You can acknowledge that it's still there. It just goes back on the shelf with all the other choices, and you can choose what you prefer. Because when you're in that higher state and you can see what you've been doing, what you've been choosing, and why you've been choosing it, you come to this point of total awareness, then you can feel free to choose what you prefer and then get a different result out of your reality and have a different experience. So this is why it is so important to look at our negative beliefs, to dissolve them in a way, transcend them without invalidating them, because they are still a part of you and you need to acknowledge that. And in the end, from that higher space, when you can see, you'll realize that it's just a choice and it goes back on the shelf with all the other choices.